Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, if you watched General Hospital, you know exactly what wound up happening today. Cain is sentenced to 3 years. I don't know why I actually had to sit there and look at that. 3 years behind bars. That's right. 6 months. Could have been 20 years. When the judge said that, I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I do want to give him the maximum penalty. Gemini's in the chat. Was good, Gemini? So we are going to sit there and talk about it. Let's first see if the audio is actually good. Oh, Gemini, my dude was distraught. He was... Oh, yeah, that's right. So if you saw the post, you know we going for the industrial size. Wait till everyone gets in here to sit there and start this thing. Oh, yeah, problem solver. That's Miss Wu is. Miss Wu is a damn problem solver. Queen of the South, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I'm doing very exactly. The Queen is in the chat. Okay. Audio is good. That's right. That's right. Listen, I want people to sit there and let James know to get, okay, he may not actually have to get this size, but time to get the damn family pack, okay? The little applesauce things are not working. Trust me, I tried them. It's not working. Oh, I'm doing well, Gemini. I got my industrial applesauce. Last days in chat. I got some wine, which I got to refill up tomorrow. We want to get a mouse one day. Of course, you are the queen. You know we got to sit there and ask about the queen. Gotta make sure the queen is doing well. Yeah. Wait till some, you know what? Screw it. Look at this. I think it's huge. I may actually have to get another one tomorrow. I don't know. Oh my god. Let's see, where's my damn spoon at? It's built up to the brim. Black Mars in the chat was good. Ida is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Ida, it's good to sit there and see you again. Yeah, it's filled to the brim. It's literally at the top. Listen, you gotta sit there and enjoy the little things or the giant things. Okay, so, oh, okay, all right, yep. My spoon is gonna get lost in there. Hmm. Yo, this thing is huge. Last I said, Drew, going to prison is kind of stupid. Drew can take all the blame card, gets off scot free. Oh, last day, you know what? Why he's doing that? Lashanta's in the chat. Was good. Darby's in the chat. How you doing, Darby? Don't eat all the applesauce. Oh, no. Listen, I can't eat all the applesauce tonight. This is good for the week, though. Listen, Black Mom, since you're in the chat and you always, sometimes I see you in James' live stream. Do me a favor. Tell him to get a bigger applesauce. Okay? Right? Those little baby applesauce things aren't working. But Darby, how you doing tonight, Darby? Jimmy says Thomas is going to whoop. Did you saw the look on his face? My dude was distraught. He was shaking. Double C's in the chat. Was good, Double C? Good. Listen, I felt bad for him today. My dude said he was out of applesauce. And I said yesterday, I was like, yo, listen, get the family pack. Stop getting those small little things. He had some sort of reason why. And I was like, all right, bro. Then today he was like, oh, I'm out of applesauce. Of course you are. Get your little tiny ass Little tiny ass cups. Lashanta says why they do Drew like that. Remember Carly thought she was going to Shady Brook, went to Ferncliff. My dude thought he was getting a nice little 20 little 6 months. Number says Drew gets 3 years. Don't drop the soap. Damn. Who's that guy? And you know what? Let's hope that he doesn't run into that dude from the Boondocks. You know what I'm talking about, right? The uh the Booty Warrior. If you watch the Boondocks, you know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't even actually have to say that. Just the dude from the Boondocks. Um, damn, and just your size. Alyssa's in the chat. What's good, Alyssa? How are you doing tonight? Gemini says I told you yesterday, Albert Drew is getting business. Well, he's going to get the business. So yes, okay, Gemini, you know exactly that reference. Lashanta says Steffi was right. Let's see how long Destiny lasts. Yeah, she was right. Oh my god, this is so good. I'm probably gonna get frustrated tonight because at some point this spoon is going to be all the way down there underneath. But yeah, my dude was so destroyed. He was visibly shaken. Alyssa GH was okay and Days was good. Days actually was good. I actually did like Days. I really okay. Hmm. Double C says, "Booty word, we can do this the easy." uh, I gotta pour something out. I'm right back. Alyssa says you went from ice cream to applesauce. Yes, I'm a very strange person. This is Alyssa. Look at this. Look at this size. This thing is like it's like applesauce on steroids. Jesus Christ. Yo, when I went back to the store, I looked at that and I kept telling James, I was like, yo, get the family pack. And then I saw this and I was just like, oh well, this is like the weekend pack. Gemini says I love tomorrow's wine art and I must say for a smart woman, Victoria gets some she should do anything. Yeah. She fired my man Nick like it was well, okay. She gave him a leave of absence, like not by choice. Gemini says Hope is going to be like, no, Liam, I just kissed Thomas. Oh man. Well, let's say you're trying to get healthy. I see. I mean, that wasn't really the goal, but if it works, that's cool. I was just trying to take less trips to the store. I was trying to take less trips to the store. I forgot this actually is healthy. It's really, really good. Um, Darby says, "I'm glad he gets what he deserves. He tried to sacrifice 6 months of participation in his child's life for Carly. Got 3 years. Taken from her. Ironically, the amazing, gorgeous Janet is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Janet. Duwan is in the chat. How you doing, Duwan? Seriously, let's say what's up to Janet. Jonathan is in the chat. What's good, Jonathan? Alyssa, applesauce is better choice than ice cream. Okay, good. I mean, I still like my ice cream every now and then, but I don't know. Something about this applesauce just, oof, so good. It's so good. Jimena says Thomas is going to lay the on Hope. he will make all her dreams come through. Listen, she been having fantasies about riding this man's um joystick for quite a while. WC says, you know, Liam heading to Stephanie. Well, eventually. Alyssa said Drew's dumb plan backfired. Oh, did it? Oh, did you see the look, Alyssa? Did you see the look when he sentenced him to 20 years? He just kept shaking his head. He just kept shaking his head like, man, 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 man. I'm pretty sure he was regretting all of that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Alyssa. I actually did. I did. I did. I'm gonna be honest. I did. Drew said. I mean, Duane said Drew has been acting really dumb. He's been acting dumb for a hot minute. Brian is in the chat. Was great, but couldn't stomach to watch Chad and Stephanie just disgusting. Disgusting. That's okay. Jimmy says Thomas is going to rock her world. Yo, listen, he was already rocking her world when he was in there doing a little touch, little tab. Johnson said Liam is going to solely blame Thomas. Of course. Well, I hope not. I hope not. I hope he's not going to do that because that's going to piss me off. Darby says I hope that Drew loses a hard time. Ooh, damn! Don't drop the soap. Kyrie's is in the chat. What's good, Kyrie's? Kyrie's my friend. Alyssa saw his face. Yeah, it was it was something else. It was something else to listen. See, there's a couple of things we can sit there and both laugh about. Okay, there's a couple of things that me and Alyssa can both laugh about. Darby says, and he said that AJ was the dumbest quarterman. Laura B's in the chat. Was good, Laura B. Ron says Sarah should be ashamed of herself trying to use Rex. Yes, she should. I agree with that, Ron. I agree with that 100%. Also, I really don't like Sarah, but she was dead wrong. Johnson says you heard that Megan is leaving days. Yeah, I did, and I'm not. I don't know. Maybe they're giving her the Helena treatment. You know, she leaves for a little bit. Well, she leaves, she comes back, and then she does that whole thing. Grams is in the chat. What's good, Grams? I mean, what's good, Grams TV? Alyssa Drew gets donkey of the day. See, Alyssa, this is why I rock with you because we both know about the donkey of the day. So this is why I rock with you. This is exactly why I rock with you, Alyssa. Shannon says, when is Nina going to get busted? Carly should pay somehow. I mean, she's gonna be paying the hefty fine. And also, Shannon, welcome to the group. Welcome to the group, Shannon. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, welcome. Let's welcome Shannon to the group. LaShanta says, I don't like Chad. I didn't like the way that Stephanie was simply talking about. I kind of got to sit there and take his side on this one. Well, it says Shira is playing games with Rex. Yeah. Smith is saying, well, first you took his girl, and then you took his job. And I'm like, wait, what? How are you referring to yourself as a like? Ugh. Ron says Albert, the actress playing Sloan, is on contract, and Dimitri is also on contract. Okay, that's good to know. Last day says Albert. All I know is tomorrow's B&B is going to be weird for me because I have to it with my mom. Well, my mom doesn't like Hope at all, so the conversation is going to be kind of weird to watch me. Well, you let me know how that's actually going to go. No, seriously, I want to know how. Let me know how that's going to go. Freddie's in the chat. Was good, Freddie? Kyrie said Jenna House was indeed the best out of all four. Yeah, it was. It was. The thing is, with The Young and the Restless, it was a tribute episode, so. Hmm. Oh, this. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm. Ron says Stephanie isn't all that, so it's a good thing for Alex. I don't know. I saw some of those little tight dresses that she has when she has some nice cleavage. So I don't know all that. Ida says, "Does anyone knows that Stephanie keeps hiding her?" Oh yeah, of course. But you know what? They're actually really smart about it. So I I give them a lot of credit. But she's doing it though. Darby says, "You know what? I'm not surprised that Sarah is so bitter as F. I see she gets it from her old ass evil. Damn." Yuan says, "See, Albert, you really made me think Nina didn't do anything wrong. It's not a crime to report. You really made me. Wait, what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna. Not even gonna go there." Carrie says, "Days of our lives was lackluster. Nothing exciting happened." Hmm. I don't know. I actually kind of liked it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I actually kind of liked it. What's good? What's good? What's good? Big Nate. Three of them was good. Alyssa Brady hasn't lifted a finger looking for Kristen. Aren't they fighting in court? No, they're not. He knows that she's going to want to take him to court, but she ain't taken to court yet. So I don't know. I yes, Laura B. The actress that plays Steffi is Precos. And that says Steffi's expecting with a fourth child. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know. I actually like Days of Our Lives today. I did. I wish I would have actually took notes. I think I would have probably did a better review. Let's say I thought Alex was acting like a dick until I saw Maggie Rob. Very true. Last day says I read my mom's off on Friday, and she does not hide her opinions on B&B. Her favorite character is Thomas. Well, until tomorrow. That's going to be, you know what, last day, that's going to be interesting. Also, well, I don't know if I actually said this before. Last day, you should join our membership thing. I don't want to keep harping about with you, but you should join our membership thing. Our membership live stream. It's actually really good. I would definitely love to have you in there. Let's say Days of Love has got even on their boring days. Yeah, like I said, yeah, I agree. I actually thought it was actually pretty good. I don't remember. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Alyssa. I don't remember one bad episode. Well, I think there might have been one bad episode, but for the most part, even on some of his boring days, not that it's too boring, it's usually pretty good. Ron says Days of Our Lives was the bomb today. I don't know about that, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Shannon says don't want Harrison brainwashed again. Well, from what people are saying, Megan may not even be in town for that long, so I don't even know if that's going to wind up happening. Um, Darby says I hate fake people who are nice when certain people are watching, and Maggie is fake as f. Listen, Maggie was cold blooded to Alex today. Last day says as I join membership live, I will just got to find a job first. Okay, and when you do, we'll definitely love to have you last time. Nate says I can't believe they brought Drew back to GH for this crap. The actor who plays Drew is actually filming a movie for Lifetime with I knew it was one of those. I knew it was either Lifetime or it was what you call it. Carrier says maybe it's because I'm still new to the show, so I'm not as invested. The storyline and days I'm invested is Megan, Dimitri, Tamara, and Sloan switching the results. Maybe that's very true. That's very true, Carrie. Because I actually had like a very similar reaction when I first started watching it. So he wants to Gregory and Tracy. I can feel it. Yeah, I, that's the truth. No, I can't. I don't even understand what was the point of bringing Gregory in to be anyone's love interest, and they're just going to practically kill him off. It's so stupid. Um, Johnson says my days prediction is that after Gabby goes into a coma, Rafe will go to Mexico on a rescue mission for Dario. And when Dario returns to Salem, Stephanie won't be happy to see because he's her mystery ex. Well, I'll tell you what, if they actually do it, I will definitely credit you on that one. I would definitely credit you on that one. Janice says, "I love all the Rome scenery." Yes, and that's something else that I credited on B&B. They actually went on location. Like they actually went on location, like dead serious. Like when was the last time you actually saw a soap opera really on location? Janice said GH is good too with Miss Wu. Oh yeah, no, Miss Wu is the problem solver. She's the problem solver. Freddie said, yeah. Jonathan, I'm glad you saw that I was kind of struggling with that a little bit. Um, Freddie says, close your mouth. A fly might get inside your mouth, Carly. Lashante said, Albert, what Gladys Gambling and Buddy wants. Listen, if it makes Gladys unhappy, then it makes me ecstatic. Um, oh, wow, comments coming in fast. Also, if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. It really does actually help. Ann P is in the chat. What's good, Anna P? I know it's Ann P, but I feel like I want to call it Anna P, or at least Anna. Shannon says, I think Jackson will come and save Drew from prison in early July. I think he'll probably be done filming by then. Hmm. Duane says Miss Wu is Austin's boss. I don't know. I don't know. Freddie says the whole court scene was a joke. I mean, it was a joke at Drew's expense. Valerie's in the chat. Was good, Valerie? Uh, Darby says, if I was Alex, I would stop treating Maggie with kid gloves, move out the house, and damn sure stop calling her auntie and start calling her. Wow. I don't know about that part, but oh, okay, thank you. Right, Alyssa says Miss Wu was not playing games. No, she was not playing no games. And I was here for it. Ron says, "I don't what makes Sarah think that Bonnie and Justin will keep her secret." Nothing. Nothing. I mean, you're talking about Bonnie here. Curry says, "I was kind of angry with the promo for tomorrow preview. Hearing Justin's voice gives me, oh man." Curry, you're definitely not gonna like tomorrow's episode. As far as she is concerned, you're not gonna like tomorrow's episode. Curry's with Justin because I heard a little bit of conversation. The Havlins in the chat was good. Albert and everyone have a great weekend. Are you out, Davlin? Are you staying in? You know, Lashanta, I was wondering the same question. I was like, wait, I was sitting there thinking, I was like, wait, did they actually push him in the pool? Like, did they actually push a grown man in the pool? Because I'm very curious about that. He makes sure the house wins up. Curry says, damn, I must be a bad influence in Darby. Freddie says, I knew the plan was trapped and Gladys was going down the toilet. Well, yeah, I felt that too. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Daphne, I was just checking because you know I love having you in the chat. So, Alyssa, Bonnie can't hold water. She's going to spill the beans to Xander. Yes, thank you. And yeah, of course, it's Bonnie. Yes, hit that like button. Where are we with the likes? Yes, thank you. And yeah. Okay, 14. 14 likes. We got 30 something people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does actually help. Like dead ass serious, it really does. We have new people in all the time. We got Shannon. Um, Ida's back. So yeah. Anne says, Albert, no one was thrown in the pool. So yeah, exactly. But then that's what I'm wondering. How did Spinelli get wet then? Because I'm like, I feel like somebody threw him in the pool. Unless he just was clumsy. Lashanta said, I bet Sam and Spinelli put the piece together. Curry says, Bonnie is dramatic as F. Yeah, that's pretty much how she rolls. That's how she rolls. Valerie says, I didn't tune in GH until Miss Wu stepped on that microphone. Well, also, I know that for the first half an hour, if you lived in New York or wherever, there was an interruption. And that lasted for like 30 something minutes. That's why I was trying to sign language people to sit there and watch it on another platform until you can, whatever. Lashanta says Bonnie should tell Sarah, you tell it or I will. Um, let's say Christina had to ruin that operation, but Sam should have told her about it. Not only should have told her about it. Here's the thing: she did tell her about it, and Christina started acting like a 12-year-old little girl, talking about, "Ooh, so who is it? Where is it? What's going on? Who are you watching? What's the PI thing about? Like, dude, you're a grown ass woman. Like, why are you asking all these questions for? Like, it literally made no sense. Um, but you know what? Here's the thing, though, Miss Wu. At the end of the day, it is settled. Like Cody's in the clear. So regardless if their plan didn't work or not, Cody is still in the clear. Yeah, Gemini, she was annoying today. She was all sorts of extra. Zorby says I couldn't stand Christina today on GH. It's like go away and leave Sam alone. Yeah, she started asking like a bunch of questions. I was like, what is going on? But he says, here we go. We might hear Jocelyn itching on Sunny and Nina. I saw her hands folded like this, so we already know. Darby says, have to serve my tribal chief. Ron says, Albert explain to everyone in the chat why you mentioned that if fan told the actress playing Nina, I would slap you. Well, I think most of the people actually saw that, and we already know why, Ron, because people are delusional and they're crazy and they're nuts and they need to get out more. Probably, you know, research or you know, the other word that I can't use starts with an S. Curry says, I'm like, damn, when did Christina become so dumb like Donna Logan? Oh, yes, it's then for my girl Donna in there. You know how much I love Donna. Alyssa, oh yeah, Christina was asking like 1,000 questions to Sam. That was, you know how much I love my girl Donna. Yo, listen, Brooklyn was actually, I mean, Brooke was actually filling out that dress today. All right, that's all I'm gonna sit there and say. Andrea's in the chat. What's good, Andrea? And Pop said Miss Wu threw that listening device in the pool and smelly went and Sam left the microphone in the magazine. Okay, so he went in the pool to get it. Okay. Really? I mean, I guess all right, I guess that kind of makes sense. Damn. Oh my god, Tyrese always keeps it 100. Last day said, I think I have watched B&B for so long when I started pushing fashion, how dresses look. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of the problem is, like I said, with Host dress, it didn't fill her. She didn't fill the dress up. She didn't fill the dress up. Shannon said her Drew cellmate is Cyrus. Ooh, hope we actually get some like really good Cyrus scenes, and he doesn't do that much of the Bible thumping stuff. Ron says I bet Bonnie has loose lips and she won't be able to. Well, of course not. She's an idiot. She does actually have some curves, so I'll give her that. Okay, I will give her that. Bonnie does actually have some curves. She's also an idiot, so there's that. Darby says, I told you yesterday that Sam should give Christina a job as a PI, if only to smarten that stupid girls up about life. Yeah, I feel like she would find a way to screw it up though. That's the problem. That's the problem, Darby. Christina will find a way to screw it up. Lashanta says if didn't distract Sam, she wouldn't have left the table. Well, it wouldn't honestly tell you the truth, it wouldn't even matter at that point because when Miss Wu got there, the party got shut down. Literally everyone in that room left. Jesse Jess is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. Also, I got the industrial size. Also, if you're in James' live stream tomorrow, tell him to get a bigger damn size of applesauce. Tell him to get a bigger size of applesauce. Tell him if you're in the chat tomorrow, tell him Albert says get a bigger size of applesauce. And let's everyone say what's up to Jesse Jess. Last day says Albert, if it didn't fit her at all, I mean it looked uncomfortable on home. It really didn't. I can't. Autumn says, yeah, Albert Liam saw whole kiss. Thomas, let the fallout begin. Cyrus is going to be playing mind game for Drew. I heard about that. I also was good, Autumn. Thank you for joining. But yes, I heard about that. And yo, listen, Liam was visibly shaken today. My dude was crap. Jesse just said I missed the beginning of the episode today. I did miss the beginning of the episode, but then I went back on YT. Okay, Jess, I went back on YT and I saw the first part of the episode. Um, and that's true, Andrea. She didn't miss much, but also she has Hulu. She can always sit there and watch it on Hulu. Ron said, "Thank God I didn't want to see the rinse and repeat garbage when my girl Sheila is back." It was actually good. It was actually good today, Ron. It was actually good. I did enjoy it. No, but you know what, Alyssa, she might want to sit there and watch that build up though. Just me want to sit there and watch that build up because when things go sideways, thank you, Andrea, thank you. When things go sideways, oh man, is it good. And Pop said Albert Drew is a lover, not a fighter. I can't wait to see how he is going to handle Cyrus. Well, apparently, no, it's all good. It's just she needs to watch that beginning build up. Now Valerie says Pentonville. Okay, is he going to Pentonville or is he going to the cushy club thing? No, that's all good. Listen, I'm just not just saying I want her to watch it from the beginning, so this way she's gonna get spoiled out of the way. But it's a really good setup. And thank you, Darby. Hit that like button, beat that like button's ass. Um Harry says, they I'm sure hope they don't let Stephanie be unfaithful to defend. They should hook Liam up with RJ, make him useful for once. Okay. Ariana's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Ariana. Yes, yes, exactly. Listen, Marcia, damn, you sure? I had to sit there and reread that again. Autumn says, I really don't want Thomas to be involved with Hope because too much drama is going to follow with it. Oh, Thomas rejects Hope because he told Liam if Hope makes some moves, he wouldn't. I guess not. Yep. I guess not. Well, hold on. Dolomax is in the chat? What did I miss that? Oh my god, Dolomax in the chat. What's good, Dolo? What's good, Dolly? Yeah, I don't know if that's a really good question. If he's going to jail for 6 months, he may not be going to the cushy. He may not. If he's going to jail, Alyssa Drew better be lucky he's getting 3 years instead of 20. That still seems pretty bad. Freddie says someone. I think Ava's not really being Nina's friend. I think Ava's manipulating Nina into telling Sonya the truth and destroying her relationship with Ava as part of knowing this is keeping forever. Carrie says, "Don't talk to me. Don't tell me how to feel." Anna Jeanette is in the chat. What's good, Anna Jeanette or Ann Jeanette? Just said 3 years is that good or odd or OD? 3 years is long. There was going to OD. Okay, it took me a second. Uh, Ron said crossmo. Last day says Albert Drew put himself in prison, so he got what he deserves. I mean, I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, um, OD. It took me a second, Jess. It took me a second. That's why I rock with Jess, because Jess will always sit there and remind me of how old I am. And in case I kind of forgot my age, Jess will definitely sit there and remind me how old I am. Thank you, Jess. Spike Quick says, didn't see GH because I went to my cousin's graduation. Okay. Well, hopefully get to watch it tonight. It was a good one. My dude Kyrie said, fair warning. Now, Ariana says, Black Mirror season 6 drop. Really good. I do actually want to watch it, Ariana. I really do. Um, I don't know if I'm actually going to have time, but I definitely do want to watch it, though. Right now, I'm watching, I really do want to watch it. I'm so behind. I want to watch it. At some point, I'm going to watch it. Graham says, what's James' channel name? Oh, JLJ Media. So, Grams, when you go on this channel and you go on this live stream, and this goes for everyone, when you go on James' live stream, make sure you tell him to get a bigger size of applesauce. It doesn't have to be this size. It just has to be bigger than the little cups. Okay? Trust me, you be doing my guy a favor at this point. Alyssa, so what's going on? Yeah, apparently Ron doesn't realize who he's talking to. Autumn said, Albert, you know, Autumn says, Albert, you is coming out with yes. Well, I think five. I think after 5 seasons, I think it's actually kind of a fair point to sit there and kind of end it. You don't want a show going on for too long. Um, because I've seen shows go on longer and then it starts to go downhill. So Ariana says there's one episode Lynch, the writer, just for you. Yeah, no, I definitely want to watch it. I do. Oh, you didn't see Captain Marvel? Okay. Yeah, I think I have like a half an hour left of watching the show. That's the thing though. That's the thing. Um, if you don't watch certain movies and stuff like that of the MCU, there's certain things you will get kind of lost, or you're just like, what's really going on? Luckily for me, I kind of saw everything so far. Jamila says, Albert, look at Albert helping James save money. I am trying to save James some money. I really am trying to save James some money. I told him before, I was like, bro, listen, um, get a bigger size. And he was like something about moderation or something. And I was like, all right, bro. Now he's out of applesauce. Stop getting those small ass damn cups. I didn't actually even have a drink yet. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Carrie says Stephanie and Finn have much more chemistry than she ever did with Liam, so it would be horrible stir telling to split them up and go back to that terrible love triangle. Darby says there's 3 years and 3 years in hard prison, 1985 longer days for waiting for her dumbass daddy Drew to come visit her. Yeah, it's so, oof, it's so stupid. I just, Autumn says, you ever like Super? Oh, of course. That was my show. That was my show. Listen, back then, certain shows I used to love, and Supernatural was definitely one of them. For her dumbass daddy Drew to come home, visit her, and let's make sure Sam doesn't take her to visit Doofus. Autumn says, I love episodes, the peach flavor. Yeah, I gotta go to another supermarket to get like the other flavors, because the only one that's by mines is like the only one I have in my mind is like the ones that's like mixed with cinnamon and stuff. Fly Quick says I usually see every Marvel movie except Guardians, Black Panther, Eternals, Captain Marvel. But you got what you call it, so you can always catch up. You got Disney Plus, so you can always catch up. Or do you just not want to see those movies? That's the question, right? I mean, that's the question, Spider Quick. If you don't want to see those movies, then it's a little bit different. Carrie says she has some fine. Listen, I'm just in a no nonsense mood, so I don't like the way Ron addressed me. So I have to check in. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Just as Lita's SEC storyline is over, wasn't that interesting at all. Why is it? Okay. So Quick says I just don't feel like these movies are important. Okay. Well, then, all right. I don't know. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so like I will literally sit there and watch everything that's live action, movie or TV show. I'm watching it. Point blank. Period. Autumn says I hope Disney Plus. I have Disney Plus. I love all the Pixar, Disney, and Marvel movies. Okay. See, Autumn, this is why we're getting along so well. This is why we're getting along so well. Glad you're in the chat. Spike Quick says, I think watching Captain Marvel, I might watch Captain Marvel and understand the Secret Invasion stuff. All right, if you do, let me know. Big Samuel's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Samuel. How are you doing, my friend? I didn't actually have an ounce of alcohol. And Netta is in the chat. What's good, Netta? I feel like this isn't big enough. I'm gonna pour some more in there. I'm hoping so too. Quite quick, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping so too. I heard a lot of spoilers in it there. I sort of I'm half an hour into it. I'm a half an hour into it. So I got a half an hour to sit there and finish. I am watching it though. Simon says I like Ava too, but they are writing her to be all over the place. Ava asking for help is ridiculous. Ava don't need nobody's help to be underhanded. Mm, I don't think it would hurt. Liz says, oh, LaShanta says, Albert, why Sonny didn't tell Carly that Drew didn't do it. Why Sonny didn't tell Carly that Drew didn't do it? Didn't do what? Spy quick, okay, because I was gonna ask how you feel about the end, of course, but I ask you tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it before I go to bed. Just said, yes, everyone still needs to find out. Yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it before I go to bed, though. So we will definitely be talking about it tomorrow. Freddie says the only way the SEC storyline will end that Carly and Nina throw down too much has been said to tell with all talking this time. This is the time to fight. Why Sonny didn't tell Carly that Drew didn't do it? That I'm still kind of confused by the question. Everyone is blaming that. Oh yes, that's a damn good question. Yes, no, you're exactly right. You are exactly right, Lashanta. I kind of wanted that myself. Now that I think about it. Autumn says that's exactly what Brock said. Carly and Nina should just throw down effing hands at this point and get all that anger out they have been holding. Yeah, but see, that's the problem though. Like back in the 90s, yes. Early 2000s, yes. Now, no. But yeah, that is a really good question, Lashanta. Why didn't Sonny sit there and say, "Well, I don't think that Drew that Ned did it," because there's still some there blaming Ned even at the court scene. Lashanta says, I can't wait till Nina gets found out." Ron says, Albert, how will Xander feel about Justin know that Sarah tried to keep? He's not going to be happy. I'll tell you that much. He is not going to be happy. Dolly says, I think I might be over the Carly and Nina feud. It's coming across as really dry. I've been doing it for a hot minute. Samia says, GH has been frustrating show to watch over the years. I need this show to shift focus off of Carly. She can be there, but she doesn't have to be so center in everything. Now, Carrie says Ava and Esme feud was way better than Carly and Nina. Billy says the last soap diva to throw hands are Sammy and Nicole, and sometimes Brooke and Dale. Yeah, they don't really do that anymore. Um, just says, yeah, Dolly, I don't know why they won't have them fight because it's very PC. The times we live in is very PC. Um, and so they're not gonna really do that. Listen, they didn't even actually have like a huge argument at that church. Not to even sit there and throw hands like they should have, but they didn't even like it was so underwhelming. It was so underwhelming when Nina found out that Carly knew the truth about Willow. You know, it was very submissive. Just said Carly is one of the cast members who makes the show interesting. Quick. Okay. Yep, this is definitely like quicksand. Ron says, why is Rex in game also? Why is he trying? What is he trying to accomplish? What do you mean, what is he trying to accomplish? He's just there. He wants Sarah back. Makai's in the chat. What's good, Makai? Makai, I saw you in James' live stream today. Makai, if you go back to James' live stream, make sure you tell him to get a bigger thing of applesauce. All right? Seriously. Dolly says you don't even let them have a verbal smackdown. They don't. Samuel says Nina and Carly feud isn't given. Oh no. Samuel says Nina and Carly feud isn't giving. They're not Jill and Catherine. They're not Brooke and Stephanie. We need to get back to those young Vixen and older matriarch feuds. Just Sabrina and Vanna making the show interesting. I'm sorry, no. Samuel says the stuff Carly is doing is what someone of a younger age should be doing. Tracy Steves in the chat was good. Tracy Steves. Ron says, how will Sarah get Bonnie to stay quiet? She really can't. I mean, what's she going? She can't blackmail her with anything, so it's not like she can really do anything. Also, hit that like button on the way in. Tracy, thank you for joining. Hit that like button on the way in. It really does actually help. We got 45 people in the chat. I'm kind of afraid to sit there and see what our like situation is, but if this thing will ever go. Spikewick says, seriously? Spikewick says the thing is if Nina and Carly fight and Nina wins, people are going to be angry, but if Carly wins, everyone will laugh. I don't know about that. Freddie says 90s may be gone, but it still should happen between. Yeah, but you guys have to remember, Freddie, a lot of stuff happened in the 90s that we don't get to sit there and see today. Makai said, yeah, Albert James really enjoys that applesauce. Yes, he does, Makai. That's why I said, if you're in his live stream, tell him to get a bigger size. Tell him that Albert said to get a bigger size of applesauce, okay? I need you to do that for me, Makai. I told Blackman the same thing, so now I'm telling you. If you see him in the live stream, tell him to get a bigger size of applesauce. Seriously, Makai, if you can do that, that would and say Albert said it. All right. Jay Blues in the chat. It has been a while. How have you been, my friend? Curry says, you know who else needs to fight Ashley? Ashley and Diane. Diane's dark side is coming back out next week. I won't be mad if she pushes Ashley down some stairs. Ashley's asking for it. Yes, and I agree with that. Ashley's like is like 60 something years old. And she is she was just being insufferable today. I think that's the problem. She was really being insufferable today. Thank you, Makai. He's clearly not listening to me. So let's not just look how they watered down Chicago PD. That's telling you something. That's telling you something. Freddie says if Josh and Nell throw down, anything's possible. I think that was kind of a one-time, one-off thing. Now, Jesse just says Sabrina does bring ratings, but they don't make the show interesting. Now they do Vanna, but both couples are cool. Tamara's in the chat. What's good, Tamara? Trashly can fall down can fall down forever. Trashly. Oof. Let's everyone say what's up to Tamara. Freddie says Carly and Sam physically fought back in 2007. That's true. I just, I feel like we're not gonna get. I feel like we're not gonna get that anymore. That's pretty much what I'm sitting there saying. Um, Jay Blue says, is there a new therapist? Is that new therapist out to scam Sasha? I don't. I want to say that. I feel like it's deeper. I feel like maybe that therapist wants to do something with Sasha. I hope I'm wrong, but and I am. God. Now Darby says I went to the supermarket today and I saw some Mott's applesauce in various flavors like Granny Smith, cinnamon and strawberry applesauce in 6 packs. Oh, I gotta go to a different store. Of course, I'm gonna probably have that one for a while. And Pop said, Albert, I read that they're using part-time cleaning crew to write the scripts. What? When the strike is over, the real writers will come back and clean up this mess. This is why Sonny and Ava and Drew are soft. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What? Yeah, I do. I do too, Carries. LOL, no, they're not harder than Jax, but slightly better than than Crew. Oh, I keep forgetting we're doing that whole thing. Ariana says no Josh for a moment. I'm throwing a parade. Yeah, no, throw it while you can, because you know tomorrow we're gonna get her back. Um, Samuel says Carly should be transitioning into matriarchy mode. I don't like her, but I'm okay with her changing roles. Carly should be um, battling a younger vixen who has her eyes on money. Ooh, Kyrie's is like, just sucks in capital letters, in all caps. My dude said it in all caps. My dude said Jex sucks. Yep, that's right, Jess. Josh is going to be on tomorrow. Cleaning crews, what the hell? Ron says Albert does Bell and his writers have something against Taylor because it doesn't want her to be. Yeah, I remember you said that before, Ron. Jakaris is in chat. What's good, Jakaris? I'm good. How are you doing? How you doing, my friend? You're another person that was in James' live stream. I saw earlier. Just says they do have romance and have better chemistry than Sabrina when Sabrina has constantly had to be babied and reprimed. Babied and reprimed. Help me remember. Now, just as is Trina his mother or his girlfriend? Oh, oh. Jess is coming in there with the smoke. Okay. All right. Uh Jakar says, I'm so sick of Maggie at this point. You know what? A lot of people in the chat actually agrees with you, especially when it was coming in. A lot of people in the chat actually agrees with you on that. Jessie Jess is coming in with the smoke. She's coming in hot. I love it. Jessie Jess. Dolly said they had Carly battling a younger chick with Nell, but they went for Sharon Carter with Nell instead of just letting her be a schemer. Freddie says whoever the writers are, Now they must be on something because the whole poor Charles know Carly and Nina can't stand each other and should have thrown down already. I agree with that. Just said, what's so romantic about constantly telling a grown man what's right and what's wrong? Oh, let's say it's the same thing with Josh. She's trying to tell Dex mother more than, or trying to be Dex's mother more than his girlfriend by telling him to leave the mob. Wow. This. Samuel said Jay dropped the ball. Esme could have cheated on Spencer with Michael or Morgan if they hadn't killed him off like dummies and got pregnant and used that baby for money. I feel like they somewhat did try that with Now. Freddie said, yes, the smoke is on tonight. It's on tonight and it's popping and I'm loving it. Billy said, did you read the theory toss out about Maggie on days and why she was acting? No. What's the theory? What is it? I want to know. Samuel says Esme could have given Carly and her family the same grief she gave to the Quartermains. I'd love to see that story. Esme. Hmm. Carrie said, what's so romantic like a grown man hugging a cry and crying bratty as teenager because she didn't get her way immediately. Darby says, does anyone want to know who has beef with Taylor? Taylor has beef with Taylor. Else, why would she let herself spend a quarter of her life chasing a man who doesn't want? That's the same, but that's the same thing with Brooke. Brooke does the same stupidness. Um, Figara says Sarah can go. She ain't needed at all. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Sarah at all. Then she wants to sit there and try to use Rex. I'm like, what are you doing? Just said they sat and had a convo about it because neither of them wanted him to stay in the mob. When's the last time Sabrina had a healthy communication? Hmm. Alyssa, I stand by what it says. Sabrina is a super couple when they bring in the ratings. They're interesting, in my opinion. And I have to tell you, future cars. I also think say it for Sarah and also for the actress because the actress keeps coming and going. So I have to tell you the truth, they can both kick rocks. I knew social therapists had to be crooked. Yeah, I figured that too, especially since she was, chumming it up with Sasha. Sharon says I said it. No, I'm saying it now. Sonny and Carly will before Drew is out of prison. Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? My dude literally gets out of jail just to find out that Carly and Sonny are back together. Oh, I would love that. Dolly says someone posted a really good theory that it might not be Maggie at all. It might be Vivian impersonating her. Maggie went from being super sweet to really nasty out of nowhere. Now that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Jakara says, and when I see Rex pop in, I'm like, I see Brady because the actor was the original Brady. Hmm. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Now let's say Josh and Dex ain't giving me super couple vibes. Their relationship is just sexual, not emotional. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with a little loving in the afternoon. I do feel like they have more than just sexual connection. Um, Jakara says Bella's gonna go to her cheating ways again at this point. Sean needs to give her the divorce. My dude is not the acting up though. My dude is not the acting up. My dude is day drinking. He's leaving bottles on the floor. I'm like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Um, Harry says Jocelyn whiny bitch fits are not emotional. They're just bratty. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like the time that she spends with um Dex when they're not talking about Sunny. Um, Freddie says, "Oh please, I don't want Sunny and Carly back together. It's been too many years." Well, I guess that really depends on what you call it. That really depends on Maurice Bernard. J Blue said Tracy is whack. Drew playing the martyr is dumb, but now he has to live the consequences. Yeah, 20 years consequences. Dolly says in the actress defense who plays Sarah, I think they're just keep psyching her out for the story purposes. It's not like she wants to leave. Like, oh, I thought she wanted to leave. Okay. Johnson says the Vivian theory would be a good twist. It would be. Seriously, I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but I can't. Graham says funny because they're bringing the old Theo to be a fake son. Oh, I forgot about that. Tracy, I love how you always say they have more than sexual connection, yet most scenes they're just hooking up. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they do. Yeah, there's a lot of scenes when they do hook up, and it is what it is. But I do feel like they do actually have some sort of connection now. Now Johnson says Bella's name is actually pronounced Bell, not. Oh, it is Bell. Okay, my bad. Because I kept calling her Bella. And okay, all right. Thank you, Jonathan. Krista said can't stay long. Just want to say hi. Summer has been busy. I just saw the applesauce and wanted to say hi. I love applesauce. We usually eat unsweetened. Okay. Krista, it's so good to see you again. And I missed you as well. I hope I get to see you again more. I know summer has been crazy. So Samuel says I hate the way soaps are written now. Yes, Sky Quarterman was a vixen, but vixens came in many forms. Like Vicky from Another World, she was a younger, spunky vixen. Jill was a sexy, snobby vixen on Y&R. Oh, I gotta sit there and look at some of that stuff back then. Even Erica Kane was a vixen. Bonnie! Yeah, Bert, yeah, I'm so angry. Bonnie, what are you angry about? Oh, that Drew got 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. My dude got 3 years. Also, Bonnie, it's good to see you again. Graham said, but she is named after Brady's name, Isabella. I think that's why. I think that's why it threw me off, and I kept calling her Bella instead of Belle. It was just classless. It was just classless. It was just classless, and Joss never suffered for what she did to Cam. Well, it's not about suffering, but I felt like Cam was actually too light on her. I will say that much. Cam was way too light on her. Cam was way too light on her. I'll say that much. Um, Darby says Bella's name after Brady's mom, Isabella, or as John called her, Izzy. And Jakara said Drew is stupid. Drew is stupid. Now Jay Blue says sloppy PI work by Sam. Curry said Josh needs to go to California off screen just like her ex. It was sloppy. I was like, when do you just sit there and leave your toys around? You don't know who can sit there and end up taking it, breaking it, stealing it. Like, yeah, it was actually pretty stupid. Curry says Josh and her small brain acts like Sunny a big obstacle in her relationship, even when he confirmed he doesn't care. Then she gets an attitude with Michael because Michael don't care. Yeah, I agree with that. We got a new person in this chat. The Jovrians Karen show. Hello, I love Spencer and Trina on Monday. Trina seeks quality time with Spencer. Kern show? Is that? I have no idea how to pronounce. But also, how are you doing tonight? I seriously wish I knew how to pronounce your name. Jern? Jern show? Let's give him a warm welcome. Because clearly I do not know how to pronounce his name. Krista said I gotta go. Catch you with you another time. Have a good night, Krista. Thank you for joining. Johnson says Maggie attitude towards Lexus lately, it would make sense if it's actually Vivian. Yeah. The girl said Drew giving her life for another woman. Yeah, his life for another woman. Yeah, and the hell with his kids. That's what I was listening to say. Is it Joviers? Yes, hi new person, yes. Shannon says I said Drew spends 6 months to 8 months before Jackson gets Jackson gets him out. Of course, that's how we sit there and welcome every person that comes in that's new. We sit there and give them a warm welcome. I will learn your name. Where's my damn pen at? I love when I actually don't have a pen. I was like, it's actually texting me. Someone said Josh should be sleeping with an older man, not too old. Tracy says Carly is projecting Sunny. I is projecting Sunny. I like it. Ariana says, "Can I ever? I'll be at Starbucks. Yeah, I will be there too." Ariana, you have a great night. Thank you for joining. It is always a pleasure to see you. Have a good night, Krista. Thank you for joining. Johnson says that would mean that mean a Maggie mask was made somewhere alongside the other masks. Yeah, I love how the masks. I love how these masks always shrink the person down. They size them down. It's amazing. Have a good night, Ariana. Ariana. Alyssa. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Is Joe Verse? Okay, I'm at the yeah. I mean, anytime, any single time. No, pronounce. Well, Javaris. Javaris? Wow. Javaris. Okay. Javaris. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Javaris. Dolly says the mask also changes your voice and the whole body type. Yes, I'm like, I love it. I felt like I wasn't that off though. Javaris. I had to sit there and look that up. Well, thank you for joining the group, Javaris. Where are we with the like situation? Where as? Okay, we got 28 likes. We got 42 people in the chat. So if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does help. Lashanta says Bonnie, Cody should have went to Sunny. I feel sorry. I feel for Sasha. I'm starting to not feel Sasha. I'm starting to not feel sorry for her. Because she's choosing dingbat Gladys over Cody. I'm like, what are you doing? Carrie says I'm officially off the Christina and Dex train. Ship through. Christina is a Christina is a dummy. Johnson says so far we know there was never any calls to victim, and Vivian lied about them all. That's the girl's name again. Javaris. Okay. Freddie says I'm a 60s baby. I'm not ashamed to say it. I've seen everything back in the day with soap operas fight all of you young people generation now with these soaps. I don't know what to tell you. It's lost now. Now I agree with that. Someone says Drew should have been a playboy. Chloe says that they bring Vivian and she hits that epic Disney magnificent um, laugh she did when she buried Carly alive. I'll be happy. Maleficent. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but I know who you're talking about though. Perry says so maybe Dex and Esme are Dex and Sasha. Bonnie says Dex and Sasha. Sammy says Vivian needs to cause drama for real drama, not some cartoon-ish. Eagle Fang, does Sam's sister suffer from brain damage? She cannot take a hint that Sam is at work. That chick can't be related to Sunny. Well, apparently she can. She started asking like about 20 something questions. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Even when she said she was working, she still started asking her a bunch of questions. I'm like, boo, go somewhere. Go sit down or something. Ron says Chad is just Stephanie is just rebad to Chad, and Alex is really bad. Lucky he lost his job also. Yeah, but he got another job though. Samuel says that was a good soap on days when Vivian Byrd buried Carly alive. I keep forgetting that there was actually a Carly on that show. Just said no LOL. Dex is better with Joss. Jay Blue said Christina has always been annoying. Yeah, well the thing is she was worse back then though. She was way worse. Okay, so we got 30 likes so far. So we're like 16 likes behind. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. Kyrie says because Sasha's way more mature than Dex, way more mature Dex needs to be with a grown woman. Jocelyn's way too immature. And Alyssa F that Dex is better with Sasha. LaShanta says, so is Chloe, so Chloe still wants Brady and Xander wants Sarah. Yeah. It's so stupid. It is, I don't know what he sees in Sasha at this point. I mean, I don't know what he sees in Sarah. I really don't. Bonnie says, so do you think Christina will have a baby for Molly? She will. She will. And it would be so stupid. No, listen, I do see that I do see that happening. I do. Unfortunately, I do see that happening. Javores. Javores. Javores says today's episode on Born and Beautiful. Today's Born today's episode of Born and Beautiful was good. Liam calls because good is because no good is Liam caught Hope and Thomas kissing. What do you think will Hope stop or no? I mean, she'll stop once she sees him. Once she sees Liam, she's gonna stop. But I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the best part because this. First of all, how do you find this woman in all of Rome? How do you sit there and find Hope? I get that it wasn't that much of a head start, but I feel like Rome is kind of a big place. There's no way that that's more the question, Javios. How did he find her in the first place? They should put Chloe with Rex. Jay Blue says yes, yes, way back. Then Christina acted. Jay Blue says yes, way back. Then Christina acted like a brat. I'm not a fan of Christina being a surrogate for Molly and Jay. I'm not either. I'm like they need to do something better. Okay, they need to do something better because like at this point, I'm like I'm like I feel like they're only just doing that because she's a woman, and I'm like this is ugh. Samuel says Christina needs to go into the mobster territory. She could be a female Sunny. That's the problem on these soaps across the board. They're not building for the next generation. That is very true. Yeah. What you call used to say that a lot. DC used to always sit there and say that when he was doing reviews. Bonnie says, "Well, seems like the only way Molly will have a baby right now." Yeah, I feel like that too. I just don't like it. Samuel says, B&B sucks. OMG, I just lost hope for that show. Did you ever have hope for that show to begin with, though, Samuel? Liz said Liz needs to be free from Finn. He's so controlling and boring. I don't see how he's boring. I mean, I don't see how he's controlling. Boring, I don't know. But controlling, hmm. Johnson says, if Vivian is masquerading as Maggie, when do you think the switch happened? I don't feel like that happened now. I mean, I just don't feel. I feel like because at the end of the day, people do change, and you know what it really comes down to. The minute that she got into the business world, people have practically been snipped saying that she's too old, she's too soft, she doesn't have any experience. So at some point, you got to sit there and kind of toughen up your skin and be like, "Yo, listen, y'all think I'm old and feeble and everything like that? I'm gonna show y'all something." Hmm. Dolly says Vivian burying Carter alive and Stefano kidnapping Marlena and nearly chopping off John's head during the lady in the cage story was a classic. Yeah, that's what like, and I feel like we don't get that stuff anymore. You know. Lashanta says Liam can't blame Thomas. He saw it with his eyes. Oh, he's gonna blame Thomas. Javio said, "I do think you're correct that Hope stops when." Oh, you know, she's gonna stop. She's gonna stop. She's gonna sit there and be all like, "I don't know what happened. Um, let me try to explain and yada 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 and blah 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 blah." She gonna do the whole crocodile tears and everything. Let me tell you something. Billy says I agree about the Christina thing. I always thought Christina becoming the mobster and Foster would be an amazing storyline. Sammy says I'm interested in Maggie taking Alex and Brady down. Harry says I still summon the legendary DC. I still say Nate is a convincing, lying, cheating son of conniving, lying, cheating son of a wow. What else did you say though, Kyrie's? Because you ain't just say that. You said that Curtis looks better than him, right? Is that what you also said? Because when DC comes into the live stream this weekend, I want to make sure we got our story straight. We're not going to sit there and start deflecting. Alyssa is so cool to see Brady, Nicole, and Stephanie not giving 2 Fs about Kristen and EJ disappearing. Well, to be fair, well, I don't know about Nicole. Well, Nicole does care, but as far as Stephanie is concerned, EJ has been a huge POS. As much as I like EJ, he has been a huge POS. And Kristen, well, Kristen, yeah, he should actually care about Kristen. He should care about Kristen. Ron says we all know that Liam is going to turn to Steffi and she won't be able to resist him because the writers won't allow. I doubt that, Ron. I think that was the whole point of putting in Finn. Harry says that's right, little Bill. Curtis looks. I, Carrie. I want to make sure you have that same energy on the weekend. All right. I want to make sure you have that same energy on the weekend. And Pops said, Albert, what do you think about Jordan getting pregnant by Zeke's storyline? I would like it. I would like it. If nothing else but to piss off Curtis, I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. I don't know if Jordan is too old to actually have a child though. But if she's not, then I'm with it. LaShanta says Albert Maggie was so sweet. She's power hungry. She fired Alex. She's then gets mad because I maybe yes, but I do kind of look at it and I'm like, maybe she's just tired of people underestimating her. Maybe she's just tired of people really underestimating her. And I wouldn't blame her. I don't know if it's power hungry, but Zoe says I kinda like Alex as a character. I think Stephanie is what drags his character down, but Stephanie is corny. Hmm. Apple's in the chat. What's good, Apple? Kyrie says, Kyrie says, I will, Albert. I don't know why you think I'm the type of person you want to bet against not keeping the same energy. No, I'm just saying. I want you to keep that same energy. That's all. Because usually, you know what it is, Kyrie. You always do. I wasn't sitting there saying it's like a bad thing or whatever. I was just like, make sure you keep that same energy. That's not just saying that you won't. Ron says Finn doesn't matter if the writers wrote it, then Stephanie and Liam hooks up. So be it. I mean, that's true. But I just feel like they brung him in there so that way that wouldn't happen. But Ethel, how are you doing? Dolly says the sad thing is Stephanie doesn't have to be boring. She was actually cool when with Philip back in the day. Hmm. Damn. Missed that era. Jakara says Hope is going to trash her marriage, but at the same time, Liam is getting his karma. Hmm. Johnson says Stephanie used to be a race car driver. Oh, that's what's up. Damn, that actually already sounds so great. Freddie says Jordan doesn't need to be pregnant. Nobody on GH period take a break. We already have baby Ace and baby Amelia. LaShanta says I don't believe Stephanie and Chad will be together for long. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna put those two back together. I do. Alyssa, yeah, yeah, maybe Stephanie needs to get back with Philip. I remember Philip. Oh, Alyssa used to. Okay, so you used to actually watch Days of Our Lives back in the day. My whole thing is, Alyssa, I'm sitting there thinking you're like new to it, but you've been watching it for a hot minute though. Alyssa, Stephanie the actress. No, 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 Stephanie the character. Um, Harry says baby Millie has already graduated college. Samuel says RJ on B&B should be questioning his sexuality, hiding it from his parents, but if it shouldn't be written like a PSA, he should point out how his family doesn't hire gay people for the fashion house. That would actually be a good story. That would actually be a good story, Samuel. You should also bring up the lack of diversity that the Forrester has in fashion. Alyssa Johnson is Jordan's a little too old to get pregnant. He's just gonna, yeah, that's what I was gonna sit there and say. I was like, I don't. MP says Albert Carly and Ava have babies. Do you think Jordan is older than both of them? That's true. You know what? That's true. Also, Eric is in the chat. What's good, Eric? Ron says if Bella cheats on Sean again, he deserves it because he was quick to forgive her when she cheated on him with EJ. Well, to be fair, I don't feel like no one deserves to really be cheated on, but Johnson says, "Oh, Stephanie X, who could be Dario, should come to town to help spice things up." Lashanta says, "No one's missing EG or Christian." Well, I mean, yeah, because they're both you know, like all sorts of annoying and a pain in the ass. Curry says, "Well, this sexy ass Jordan is way too young, so she had TJ as a teenager." Hmm. That's true. So I guess yeah. So yeah, in general, she actually could be. Dave says, "What's up? I missed today's episode of GA's. Did Drew really get 3 years?" Yep, my dude really got 3 years. Um, Jarvia says, "I'm watching. I watched GH B&B, GH YNR and B&B." Okay. Lashanta says Nicole should know something is wrong. Yeah, but the thing is, it also, the problem is it also depends on, because with soap, like time as far as soap, they're very fast and loose with it. Johnson says, I don't think Drew will be in prison for long. Nope, just until his movie's over. Hmm. Darby, oh my God, Darby, you are amazing. Thank you, Darby. I hope someone actually gets this membership thing because we definitely gonna sit there and really pop it off this weekend. I hope someone actually gets this membership. Lashanta says, Albert, they didn't say anything about where he's going. Yeah, so I don't know if he's actually going to go to Pentonville or, listen, just on a side note, if you want to join, um, click on the dollar sign and become a member. Bonnie says you missed what have said twice now. Oh, my bad. I'm trying to keep up with everyone. Um, Now Bonnie says, who thinks it's going to be awesome Gregory defending Alexis? Yeah, it's going to be something because he was going to sit there and he was going to sit and apologize. Darby says, "I hope Drew enjoys prison with Cyrus and Brooke and Buck." Yeah, no, but my bad, Bonnie. I'm sitting there trying to keep up with everyone. He was, Greggy was going to sit there and defend. Well, he was going to apologize to Tracy, and that went down the window. But yes, Kyrie says, "Yeah, make sure you change your settings, people, to enable allow gifts." Yes, do that. Definitely do that. Johnson said Drew will be in Spring Ridge. I feel like that membership for 4 months. Yes, if you definitely want to join, come through. For real, we do actually have a good time. And like Kyrie says, yes, make sure you change your settings, people, to enable allow gifts. We are growing. We are growing. No, but my bad, Bonnie. Yeah, I'm literally trying to keep up with everyone in the comment section. It's we got 40 something people, so just bear with me. If I miss yours, if I miss anyone's, I do apologize for that. Ron said I have a good night, Albert, and everyone. I will still want Sheila to. No, Ron says have a good night, Albert, and everyone. I still want Sheila to have a baby, and don't tell me anything about age. It's a TV show, and anything is possible. Okay, Ron. How are you doing today, Albert? Yes, he just gifted full membership, so definitely join. Bonnie, join our membership. Join a YouTube membership. It's free for a month. You're gonna have a lot of fun. For real. Shanta says I thought SEC cases are federal. I think they are, but are they? Are they what? I'm sorry. I'm. Are they what? Are you talking about the? What are you talking about? Disagree. Okay. Um. Jay Blue says Drew assumed he would be going to Spring Ridge, but he didn't get 6 months he was hoping for. So who knows where he's going? Yeah, I just don't know. Um. Some people are there saying that he's going to be. I feel like he's going to Pentville at this point, but I could be wrong. But thank you, Darby. Thank you, Darby. You're amazing. I hope Drew goes to. Freddie said Drew better pray he doesn't clip no one's toes, nails, and cleaning someone's underwear because they're ready for a pretty boy like Drew. My thumbs are big. No, that's all good. Dolly says, "Well, let you know. We'll let you know. We'll let you borrow Dr. Off from B&B so he can help Sheila have a baby. If he can bring the dad back to life, he can put a baby in a 7-year-old Sheila." See, and Dolly, this is exactly why I want Ron to sit there and be in the what you call it. All right, now it's all good, Bonnie. Alyssa, oh, I see. Okay. Jakara says, Albert, do you think Bonnie gonna spill the beans, gonna spill the secret to Leo or Sarah, to Leo about Sarah's pregnancy? I don't see that. You know what? No, never mind. I do see that. I do totally see it's possible. Never mind. Let me bring that back. Johnson said, "Did you see?" No, not yet. I got like a couple of series ahead of it, but at some point, hopefully, I will get to it. Oh my God, Darby! Darby says, let's all get Ron a ticket to Fantasy Island where he can live his fantasy with Sheila, give birth to nine-toed triplets." Oh, thank you, Darby. But yeah, no, Jakaris, I can totally see him doing that. I can totally see her doing that because she is an idiot. Jarvie has said, "Good night, everyone. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow." Recap. Yes, I will see you tomorrow, my friend. Thank you for joining. Bonnie says, "I'm not a secret spiller." Oh, we talking about. You know what we talking about. Yeah, we got four memberships, so I want people to join. Freddie and Jay Blue. Oh, well, okay. Jay Blue is actually going to sleep. So have a good night, Jay Blue. But Freddie, if you want to sit there and join, you should join us. Um, oh, Freddie says maybe Billy Miller version, maybe Billy Miller's true version was Navy Field, but this true now. Hell no, no, this one is a clone. All I'm sitting there saying is, he better hope he doesn't encounter what you call from the Boondocks. No, I know, I know. I don't think there's actually a lot of Bonnies actually in what you call it. Gary says that's not full membership. That's a special highlighted message that has been a message that have been remembered. Oh, okay. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you. I thought it was full membership. Well, I know he did give one membership, but okay. But have a good night, Jay Blue. And thank you, Carrie. Thank you for clearing that up. And that's a big ass thing of applesauce. Holy sh! I'm gonna put that in my what you call it. Um, oh, hopefully somebody joins. Bonnie says running out of things to talk about. No, not really. I have four shows. I have plenty to talk about. Alyssa says, "LOL, yes, he is. Dolly, Drew is a Dollar Tree Jason." Dolly says, "This Drew is a brainwash Ryan Lavery." Now, Darby says, "Physically, yes, Drew can hold his own in prison, but mentally, Drew can't handle being locked up with an army of hardened criminals." Oh, you mean you? Oh, okay. Well, Bonnie, what do you watch? What soap operas do you watch? I'm very curious. Do you just watch one soap opera, or do you watch? Now that I think about it, see, this is why I'm very glad that I actually started watching a lot of different soap operas because if I only watch one soap opera, just GH, okay, yeah, it's a little bit different then. I used to just watch Half from the beginning too, and people told me to watch Days, B&B, and eventually I was like, you know what? I'm already watching three of them. I'll watch Y&R. Jakara says, I feel like Jason should come back and kill off Jiro. Okay, all right, Jakara. I think I already told you, but I may put in my what you call it. Melissa Jason was okay, Andrea, but he was like a deadbeat dad to Danny and Jerry. He was. He was. And you know the sad thing is like I like Jason. Jason was will still always be one of my favorite characters. But that's very true though. Oh no, no, I get it. I get it. Um Jakara says, "Oh no, no." Jakara says, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to defend Jason. He tried to be a father to his kids, but Liz kept him away from Jake." Hmm, to some extent, yes. To some extent, yes. Yes, she did. But he could have actually spent a lot of time. He could have spent more time with Danny. He could have spent more time with both of his kids, but he didn't because he was too busy sitting there cleaning up Carly and Jason's messes. He could have found a way to get out the mob if he really wanted to. Um, so I don't fully buy that. I don't. Hmm. Dolly, have a good night. Thank you for joining. We are definitely going to wish you a happy birthday on Sunday. Actually, no, his. Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say like, yo, yeah, I was just gonna sit there and say that, Alyssa, because I know yours is on 25th, and his is on Sunday, which is also the 25th. If it would ever actually move, it's yep, both of y'all is the same day. Ricardo said Jason even gave Jake and Cameron a trust fund. No, he did, but I mean, giving money isn't necessarily the same thing as being a father. I know that he did try to, um, and Bonnie said Jason kept himself from Jake and Danny. Yeah, because you're right, Bonnie, because he was too busy sitting there cleaning up Carly and Sonny's messes. Have a good night, Freddie. Where is Freddie says, all right, I have an early flight tomorrow. Paris. Oh, nice. Okay. Fancy. Okay. All right, Freddie. Now, Andrea says, that's right, my birthday's on the 26th. Okay. All right. We would just move its ass. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Jason didn't, Jason didn't keep himself from his kids. Eh, but to each his own. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm listen. As much as I love Jason, there's only a certain amount of I can only defend him to a certain point, you know. And at the end of the day, when you choose to mob over your own family, then that's saying something in itself. Now, I love Jason. Don't get me wrong. Bonnie says Ashley got to take a picture with Steve. Oh, nice. Okay, that's what's up. Now, Kyrie says Jason was a deadbeat Pete. Wow, Kyrie says Jason was a deadbeat piece of trash of a father. When he came back in 2017, he had more than enough time between then and 2021 to spend time with Jake. He chose not to. Let's say we're both cancers. Your birthday is the day after mine's. That's crazy. We got practically 3 birthdays coming up. But have a good night, Freddie. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Jacob. What? What? Wait, what else, damn? Have a good, seriously? Have a good night, Jakaris. Thank you for joining. Bonnie says, I got to personally look in his eyes, and I have to say, I'm a fan since I was 18. That's what's up. That's what's up, Bonnie. Kyrie says, he let Franco be more of a father figure to Jake. He let him down. I agree. Crystal is in the chat. Hey, everyone. Just joining and wanted to know if there's been any discussion of who's that creepy psychologist once from Gladys. I bet it has to do with Sasha. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely gonna have something to do with Sasha. It is definitely, and I feel like it's that's the thing. I feel like it's gonna have something to do with Sasha on a sexual level. I'm just saying. I feel like that. I really do. I feel like that. But what's good, Crystal? I really, really do. Now, Lashanta said Jason got into the mob before he had kids. His life wasn't set up for kids. You can't just leave the mob. Sonny left 7 times. It wasn't safe. Hmm. Lashanta has a point. Wait. Hold on. All right, Lashanta. So then, how did Ava actually get out the mob? That's no. If we're gonna sit there and talk about how Jason can get out the mob, how did Ava get out the mob? Because Ava was like elbows deep in the mob. So how did she get out the mob? If we're gonna go on that defense about how Jason couldn't get out the mob because of X, Y, Z, and Sonny tried 7 times and he can get out the mob, then how did Ava get out the mob? I mean, I said Sasha can't really do too much of. Yeah. Well, yeah. Lashanta says Ava turned it over to Julian. Yeah, but Jason wasn't in charge though. He wasn't in charge like that. It seems like it's just very kind of weird. Okay, so she turned it over to Julian, but she wasn't. It's like if Jason sit there and say, "Well, I don't want to be in the mob anymore, so I'll just turn it over to Sonny." But Sonny was already in the mob, so it's not really. Krista said, "All's well, thank you. I agree with you. Sasha's very pretty and that. Yeah, I feel like that's literally what it is." Bonnie says, but seriously, I wouldn't be able to resist Jason. But you can always watch him on Days of Our Lives. Darby says, I've been meaning to ask just how rich is Sasha? $10 million richer or nearly $59 million richer? That's a damn good question. I mean, she has money, but I don't know if she's rich though. That's the that's a very good question because I don't feel like Sasha's rich. I just feel like she has more money than she was before. Now, Gemini said Jason couldn't get out the mob. He was a shooter. Hmm. Now, Lashanta says every time Sonny left, who took over? All right, very good point. Very good point. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gemini, and thank you, Lashanta. These are the type of discussions that I love to have, just in general. These are the type of discussions that I love to have because then I learn something, and y'all definitely helped me learn something. So thank you. Perry says writers must think we have a short memory. Sasha and Brandon were not real love. Then she only married him because she was. I love it. That's very true, though. That is very true. Yeah, very true, Bonnie. Yeah, that's actually very him. That's why when she was saying, "Oh, I can't be with Cody because Gladys just means too much for me." I'm like, okay, Sasha. Darby says she hasn't been that well off for most of her life. She hasn't been that well off most of her life. Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like, I don't think that she's rich. I just think that she has more money than she did before. Lashanta says, remember Sunny ran to the island. Very true. Very, very true. And yeah, that's the thing, Darby, when it comes to Sasha as far as being rich is very hard to sit there and achieve. You can be a person that has a lot of money, but not be rich. I mean, seriously, stop and think about it. Gemini says when Nina found out that Sasha was her daughter, she set her up with money. Then Valentine paid her money for faking to be Nina's daughter. She also got money from modeling from deception. I guess, very true, but I guess the question is like what defines being rich? What defines being rich? Because yes, you can have all that money, right? There's things like expenses, right? There's houses. She goes to the Metro Court. She spends money on God knows what. I feel like it's very hard to sit there and define rich. You know, well off and have money, yes, but being rich, like the Quartermains are rich. Sonny is rich. Pretty much almost everyone on the Young and Restless is rich. Carrie says Ava's old associates turned on her because Paul convinced them that she snitched on them to save Ava from the gun charge. Then Julian took over and left the mob after he went to jail. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kyries. Because there was a point I just thought I did take a break from watching. Let's say I was born in 91. Hmm. I feel like you and Jesse Jess are around the same age. I feel like y'all two are around the same age. That's very interesting. That's very interesting, Alyssa. Harry says, but Ava could easily be put back into it. The mob once you're in, you're never really out. I would love for her to be in the mob again. I really would. Carrie, I'm not gonna lie. It almost makes me wonder was she not actually in the mob? Let me ask you a question, Carrie. Do you think that she wasn't in the mob because hmm, I don't know? I have this weird stretch. Like maybe she wasn't in the mob because there was another Ava that was in the mob on Days of Our Lives, but I could be wrong now. I could be wrong. Well, let's say yeah, we are Albert, but I'm a few years older than her. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say I feel like y'all are around the same age. Okay. Bonnie says, "Wow, I graduated high school in '91. Wow." Alyssa, I can't believe I'm turning 32 in 3 days. Wow. Are you ready for that, Alyssa? I mean, it's kind of a dumb question because I'm not really ready to turn 40, and every time I think about it, it just makes me kind of cry on the inside. Um, Gemini says I had the discussion in school. Rich is not having to worry about what you spend, how much you spend, not worrying about living expenses. Okay. Crystal says I thought Sasha got millions from her stock and deception. If she didn't, Gladys couldn't cover up those gambling withdrawals so easily. Good point. Have a good night, Tamara. Thank you for joining. Oh, Bonnie, you're 50. Oh, okay. I still feel like I'm not that far from you. Yeah, Bonnie, you remember VHS tapes? You remember actually VHS tapes? VH VA VCR tapes. My bad. VCR tapes. Alyssa, LOL, I'm not ready and I have a few strings of gray hair. I'm not even 35 yet. Well, I'm pretty sure, actually, tell you, I saw your profile picture. So, you do look pretty good. I'll say that much. You do look pretty good. So, gray hairs, no gray hairs. 30 says, who has more money, Sunny or the Quartermains? The Quartermains. I definitely sit there and say the Quartermains. Jessie Jess, I'm back and she is young. I was just sitting there saying, Jess, you and Alyssa are almost around the same age. Or almost around the same age, I feel like. But I could be wrong. Also, Jess, like usual, I was sitting there showing my age. So, Tracy said, VHS tapes. Yes, my dad used to tape the Cosby Show for me. Oh my God. Andrew said, I graduated in 1994. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, no, listen, it's true. Like I said, I saw your picture profile. You look good. Jesus, you look good. So, hell, actually, tell you, great. Any gray hairs may just add to the already beauty that you are. I'll say that much, Alyssa. Alyssa says, I remember VH. Just said, yeah, I'm a year younger than her. That's what I was sitting at this house. Like, I felt like I was around the same age. Uh, Let's say some people think I'm 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You do look pretty young, and you also look pretty good. So, trust me, you got nothing to worry about when you turn 32. You're still going to look good. LaShanta Sabat, do you remember Spinelli forgot where he. I do remember that. Oh, LaShanta, my guy Sonny was pissed. My dude was like, yo, where did you put my money at? He was pissed. He was not having it. Have a good night, Laura B. Thank you for joining. Johnson says a while there where VHS cassettes. Oh, there was Blockbuster. Oh my God, Jonathan, when you said Blockbuster, woo, it's true, listen, it's true. We may sit there and argue about whatever soap opera character that comes up throughout the week, but you look good, so just saying. My dude Jonathan said Blockbuster. I am old enough to remember that. Bonnie says I get told I'm in my mid 20s. Bonnie, you're gonna have to sit there and follow me on Instagram, and I want to see his picture if you don't mind me asking. I seriously want to. If you follow me on Instagram, I want to see Instagram or Twitter. Gemini says I remember when CDs came out and I used to play Nintendo. Yeah, I remember that too. Alyssa, I remember Blockbuster and Radio Shack. Oh, Radio Shack. And I remember CDs. Yeah, my girl Alyssa said I remember Radio Shack and Blockbuster. Yes. Gemini says I remember Blockbuster and we own a box TV. Rough days. Johnson says there's literally like, yes, there is. Where is that at, Jonathan? Gemini says, Robert, what is your? I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it on my community tab. I'm gonna put it in my community tab. So I want everyone to sit there and follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put it in my community tab. I really would like people to actually follow me. Gemini says Radio Shack was my store. But yes, it is Gemini. I mean, pretty much it's just Albert Bostic. but I will put it in my community tab so people can follow me there. Darby says, "Do you see all that gray hair Sonny has now? Was mentally help put some." Yo, he couldn't find my dude's money. Oh, John, it's in Oregon, I believe. Okay, I kind of heard about that. I don't know. It's funny. Maybe one day I will sit there and take a trip out there and go see it. Alyssa, I was little, but I remember those things. I remember having a flip phone in school, and those were the days. My girl said flip phone. My girl said flip phones. Okay, I do remember a flip phone. Crystal says Sasha and Brandon were in love. He saved her from. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Crystal. That storyline was so out of pocket, though. Like when Cyrus is supposed to be so obsessed with Sasha, that that literally came out of nowhere. I really hated that part. Gemini said I had a Nikio phone. Damn. I do remember that. Alyssa, I didn't get my first flip phone until I was 14. I didn't even get Alyssa, I didn't even get a phone when I was 14. Damn, that's good. Curry says I remember when dumbass Gladys went to Cyrus thinking he was the father of Sasha's baby. Yeah, I do remember that. Damn, that chick was a dummy even well, of course she was a dummy even back then. Darby says they're trying to bring flip phones back to old people. I did Darby, I did see that though too. Gemini said also had a BlackBerry phone and a house phone. No, Gemini, to be fair, a lot of people do have house phones, but a BlackBerry phone, yeah, I do remember those. I do remember those. I'm pretty sure. Bonnie says sending it to you now. Okay, cool. So you did actually follow me. Johnson says Bend, Oregon is where the lack. I want to actually get down there at one point. I want to get down there at one point. I want to actually visit it. I haven't visited since so long. Alyssa, a flip phone, not a smartphone, but our phones were T-Mobile. Alyssa, the fact you had a phone more than me. You had a phone before I did. So I'm actually jealous of you, Alyssa. Just I already have you. Yes, I have. New York City, all my life, all of my life. I did actually take a trip once somewhere. I will sit there and tell people about that trip in my members only, in the members live stream. But I did actually leave New York once, just once. Barry says that sure did not come out. That sure did come out of nowhere. Cyrus is not trying to get. That's what I was going to say. I was like, it literally was out of pocket, and he wanted to sit there and eliminate Brando like he was competition and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? Alyssa, yeah, I did, but it wasn't a smartphone. Okay, well, Alyssa, you still had a phone before me now, so this is. Oh, Jess, you did too. Okay, yeah, I lived there. I lived here all my life. I don't know that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Jess. I don't. But you are young now, Jess, so you could always. Well, technically, I can travel too. We can both travel. Let's put it that way. Gemini says I still have a landline for emergency. No, I listen. I have to tell you, too, Gemini. That's actually a good thing. That's actually a good thing that you still have a landline. Gemini said, "Who remembers beepers?" I remember beepers. Gemini said, "I really need to travel some." Yeah, I definitely am. I definitely am. Like I said, one of the first places I want to go to a lot of places. I want to go to the UK. I want to go to Vegas. Um, I want to go where Alyssa lives by. I want to sit there and visit there. So there's definitely some places I do want to sit there and go. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. Um, yeah, I do want to go to the UK though. That's something I do want to do though. The shot says, Albert, do you remember Sasha had Sarah's kidnapped mom? Do you remember Sasha had Sarah's kidnapped mom? What? Or do you remember Sasha had Sarah's kidnapped mom? Oh yes, 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 I do. Oh yeah, she was not playing no games. I do remember. It took me a minute. But I was like, no, I do. It really took me a minute. Well, let's say yeah, but kids these days, yeah, but kids days because phones have 5, 6, 7 years old. Justin said you should see me and Lois. Yeah, no, I didn't. I've been caught up watching the Umbrella Academy. I feel yeah at this point, Jonathan. You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm just gonna wait until next week and just watch them both back to back because I definitely love binge watching that show. Because I feel like it's going to be one of those things. It's like I'm going to watch it and then I'm going to immediately want to watch the next episode. So I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Just watch them back to back. Because there's only 2 episodes. Darby says I still have landlines, so bill collectors don't come. Listen, I don't blame you. I do not blame you, Darby, because they will call you at almost any point in time. Gemini says I would make a list and travel to a year, every listing different states, and that's actually a good idea. I like that. I generally like that. Curry says, all right, good night, everyone. I was going to leave at 9 to watch Grownish, but when Ryan pissed me off, could let him let him run off. I'm petty, but good night, everyone. See most. Yes, yes. See most of y'all on Saturday. Darby says, good night, my tribal chief. Good night, Darby. Oh my God, you are amazing. And you too, Kyrie. I will see you on Saturday. If you are not a member, definitely join. We are going to definitely go end this Saturday. Have a good time. We're going to have a good time. LaShanta said Carly has Sarah's mom took. I never seen Jason so mad at her. It wasn't it wasn't Sasha. It was it was Carly. Jimmy says Albert, don't think about traveling, just go. Take a bus, train, and go. Well, yeah. I feel like I can do that more now since I'm actually making a little bit more money. So, but it is a lot of planning though too. There's a lot of planning though too. But I don't know. I feel like some of that stuff I can actually work out. I feel like some of that stuff I can work out. Thank you, Gemini. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was gonna sit there and say I don't remember Sasha taking. That's why I was like, wait, I know I actually had a couple of these, but I don't remember that happening. And you're right, Gemini. Life is way too short. But speaking of that, I think I'm gonna sit there and end the live stream right here, though, just because I do gotta wake up at 4 in the morning. Um, do gotta wake up like 4 in the morning. So Gemini says, when we plan too much, we don't go anywhere. Now that's very true. Wow, Gemini, I am so lucky to have you because you actually do make a really good point. Have a good night, Gemini. Have a good night, Lashanta. Have a good night, have a good night, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. These couple of live streams have actually been pretty amazing. Have a good night, Darby. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, Andrea. Gemini says DC, North Dakota, North Carolina is a train ride away. You can stay in an expensive hotel and tour the city. I like that. I like that a lot. Let me write that down. Have a good night, Jesse Jess. Thank you for joining. It is always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Jesse Jess, my AKA troublemaker. Apple, you have a great night. Thank you for joining. Janet, you have a great night. Black Mom, you have a great night. I'm just writing that down, Gemini. Thank you. You are awesome. Join us next time for another edition of Soap Chat with Albert Bostic. Thank you, Jonathan, for my closing. You are so goddamn awesome. Gemini says, Albert, you can train Airmark to DC early in the morning, spend a day, and take the last train back to NYC. That's actually a good idea. Gemini, Gemini, oh, well, I'm going to leave out my, Gemini says, I will DM you some travels. Thank you. I thank you all following me on my, my Instagram. I'm going to leave it out anyway, just in case. Have a good night, Jonathan. And again, thank you, Gemini. You are amazing. You really are. Man, that'd be so cool. I could sit there and like live streaming and everything like that. I swear. I sometimes feel like the luckiest person in the world because I really do have like really great people in the chat, like Gemini, that really does. Gemini says, "Don't forget your Instagram." I definitely will. So everyone, I'm going to leave out my Instagram, my link to my Instagram. So definitely follow me. I follow some people already, but I'm going to leave it out. So definitely follow me. We're gonna have a good talk. Gemini says, and you can stream for the members channel. Yes. Yes, I can. Oh, that's so good. Thank you, Gemini. Goddamn rock star. Thank you. Well, everyone, y'all have a great night. I will see y'all tomorrow in the next live stream. So definitely come through. Yes, that is such a good idea. That is such a good idea, Gemini. Thank you. Crystal, you have a great night. Um, Travel with Albert. What? Laters. Have a good night, Jonathan.